This audio session will enable you to increase your intuition with ease. It will also help you remove any barriers preventing you from having access to your intuition, whether these are conscious or unconscious. After using the session, you will have far better intuition and you can relax in your newfound ability. Just imagine being able to increase your intuition and use it whenever you need, whenever, wherever, with whoever you choose. This program was made with you in mind. It was carefully crafted to help you move deeper into your own self and to begin to shed light on the issues you are facing. This is not meant to be a substitute for counselling or professional help, but rather a companion that is ready to support you whenever you feel you need it. I would like to commend you for taking a step today toward change. You have made a brave choice, and you will be rewarded with greater insight as a result. Please make time in your daily life for reflection and contemplation. If you don't give yourself time and space to grow and mature as an introspective human being, then you are sure to remain in the habits and patterns that have led you toward finding assistance in this hypnosis and NLP session. Let this audio program be a tool in your toolbox, and also collect other tools that will assist you, such as affirmations, positive people around you, healthy eating and living, and stress-reducing exercises like massage, meditation, nature walks, tai chi or yoga. You have now decided to take your intuition back into your own hands. Congratulations! Make sure to listen to this recording in the most comfortable location and position that you can. You may choose to use headphones or just listen in a quiet place. Allow your body to relax and your mind will follow along. You will be entering into a hypnotic or trance-like state. You will remain aware in the deep background of your mind, so there is no need to fear any loss of control, being manipulated, or doing anything that you do not want to do. Be okay with the images and scenery that appear. You already experience trance states regularly throughout your day, such as when you daydream or drift in thought, for example. These are simply a natural way for the mind to rest. Meanwhile, your subconscious mind will attempt to organise itself, clearing out the ideas and thoughts that are no longer beneficial for you, and holding on to the images and impressions that you need to keep yourself moving forward in your natural path of progression. Listen to this recording daily for optimum success. If you have limited time, then listen every second day. Doing this for 21 days in a row will help to bring you profound results, and will probably change your life forever. Please never listen to this while you are handling machinery or driving a vehicle. Refrain from listening while under the influence of drugs, medications, or alcohol. If you happen to suffer from epilepsy or a psychiatric condition, please consult your physician before proceeding. I wish you a pleasant journey into your inner space, and I know that you will have a far greater calm and understanding once you have finished this session. Take a moment first to reflect. What made you pick up this program? Was it an intellectual exercise, well thought out and weighed up in your mind against other similar programs? Or was it a spontaneous act? Of all the actions you could have performed in that one moment, you chose that one, and in all probability you can't explain exactly why. Now ask yourself another question. What would increasing your intuition mean to you? What difference would it make to your life? What do you imagine? Presumably, you would have a better idea which way to turn when you're facing a decision. You'd have a better sense of whether you are making the right choices. You are going to trust your inner guidance, those little nudges that you get from within, and have a better sense that you're on the right path. Does that sound about right? If you want to increase your intuition, how will you know when you've done it? What you're going to learn to do through this program is to tune in to your guidance with a little more clarity. In fact, everyone has intuition, but not everyone trusts themselves to follow it. Many people believe that they should trust the evidence of their 5 senses, intellectual reasoning, and so-called solid reality. Before we get into the simple yet powerful process that will enable you to connect with your intuition like a well-tuned radio signal, let's use our intellect to think through what intuition actually is and how it differs from other kinds of conscious awareness. After all, there's no point in increasing your intuition if you don't recognize that you've done it. For most of us, the intellect is what we rely on to get us through day-to-day life. We even measure it with things like IQ tests. Intuition, on the other hand, is regarded as a little bit airy-fairy by contrast. Sometimes people refer to it as the 6th sense, which they only half believe in, and they certainly don't expect to be able to consciously decide to employ it in the same way they make use of their other 5 more familiar senses. When you want to examine something visually, you scrutinize it with your eyes, and for a closer look, you might employ some aids like glasses, magnifying lenses, extra lighting and so on. But you would still rely on the evidence presented by your eyes and the way your brain interprets the information received that way. If you work with music in some way, you may have a more acutely developed sense of hearing when it comes to picking out the detail in musical arrangements, for example. A chef will use his sense of taste and smell more skillfully than someone who doesn't cook for a living in all probability. We're used to employing our conscious senses in these ways. So how do we do that? How do we scrutinize something with our eyes, then listen to a piece of music intently, then smell and taste the sweetness or saltiness of a sauce, for example? We are able to switch from one sense to another and choose which one to be more aware of, aren't we? Yes, we can shift our awareness. Not only that, but of course we can combine these things to create a whole picture. And we do it so automatically that you've probably never thought about how it all happens until now. You actually use your concentration to bring one sense to the forefront of your awareness. And all of that is fine if you're making an intellectual decision. It works for most things a lot of the time. If you want to know if the sauce tastes good, will you taste it? And probably smell it too. And your conscious brain will give you immediate feedback. And if you know how to cook, you'll have the information you need to make some changes. Now let's take a more complex decision. Suppose you want to buy a new house. You would certainly begin with your intellect for this one. You'd want to know the area you want to live in, what your budget is, what amenities you need nearby, and so on. But suppose you view a number of properties, and although they all meet those criteria, none of the houses you view feels like home. Now your intuition is kicking in. You just know that if you commit to buying one of those, you'll live to regret it, even though you can't put your finger on quite why, and they all do fit your criteria. Have you ever had this kind of experience? It may not have been about buying a house. Perhaps it was a job opportunity or career change or an invitation to go on a date that you suddenly grasped with both hands, even though it meant a complete change of direction for you. Something just felt right about it, and it worked out. Big or small, these kinds of intuitive insights into what is the correct move for us in life are all very valuable. So how do you increase your awareness of them and trust them? First, you need to notice that the common component of the examples is feeling. It's the opposite of using concentration. You get these nudges from your intuition often when you're letting go of concentration. Just before you fall asleep, in the bathroom, stuck in traffic, all those idle moments, which are in fact very precious. Secondly, you need to realize that the nudge is always towards a greater sense of peace or happiness for you personally. Your intellect might tell you, and the estate agent will agree, that House X is perfect because it meets all your needs. And intellectually, you'd have to agree with him. But your intuition is letting you know that it's not right for you. It's more of an objective scientist, to use your intellect. Your intellect isn't as personal as your intuition. It's more objective, whereas your intuition is an artist who paints in its own individual, idiosyncratic way. And you can't tell an artist that there's a right or wrong way to paint a landscape. There's only their own way. The place you want to end up in is not dismissing your intellect, because that would be foolish, but using the two in harmony, just as you need both your right and left hand to play a piano, one to produce the melody and the other to produce the underlying harmony that creates the mood of the whole piece. So, are you ready to let go? You must now find a comfortable position. You can choose to sit back comfortably in a chair or on a sofa, in a recliner or on a bed. Once you have adjusted any restrictions in your clothing and settled into your spot, you can begin to accept the idea of letting go. You are ready now to understand just how easy it can be to increase your intuition. And you can begin to allow yourself the permission to enter into a hypnotic state. In fact, go ahead. Tell yourself you are giving yourself full permission to let go, knowing how easy it is to increase your intuition and use it as you desire, so long as you relax more inside. In your mind or even out loud, tell yourself, you are safe. You are eager to travel to the depths of your unconscious mind, to discover the intuitive, confident you that is inside. It is important that you believe yourself, that you trust yourself. Above all else, intuition calls for self-love and trust. Your confidence in your intuition is beginning to increase already as your eyes begin to softly close. I want you to take a deep, slow breath in. And now release the breath. That's good. Notice the quality of your breath. Does the breath flow into your chest or deeper into your belly? Pay attention to the next few breaths and make sure to follow them right down to your belly. Feel your belly rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. Be open to the idea that you can increase your intuition when needed with ease by changing how you feel just as easily as you can allow your breath to go in and out. As you begin to deepen into this trance, it is necessary to release any tensions in your body. Starting at your right foot, begin to release any muscles that you are still holding on to. Move up the right leg until you're at the knee, just relaxing. And continue on up to the hip. Now do the same for the left leg. Starting at your left foot, begin to release any muscles that you are still holding on to. Move up the left leg until you're at the knee. And continue on up to the hip, just relaxing. Clear any tension in your hips. Let go of your deepest pelvic muscles. You may be clenching tightly and you don't even know it, so just let go. Continue to feel the rise and fall of your belly and let the heaviness of your arms and shoulders sink down and melt away. Feel the openness in the palms of your hands. Feel the expansive breath in your chest and abdomen. Open your jaw to stretch it and then release it. Let your eyes sink into your head until they are floating peacefully. Feel the tingling of the hair on your head and the lightness of the air around your face. You are ready now to move deeper inside, to release your inner you, who has no trouble at all being intuitive. I will ask you to open your eyes one more time in a moment. When you close them again, you will sink into a wonderful floating softness, and you will be ready to take a journey. Okay, open your eyes slightly on your next inhale. Now close them on the exhale, and step securely into the most relaxed state of awareness you can imagine. To help you relax deeper, I will lead you on a journey. Listen to the sound of my voice. Listen deep down inside. Of course you are. If you feel yourself drifting away at any time, just focus on the sound and vibration of my voice as they enter into your ears. You are doing so well already. You are beginning to be more aware of how to develop and use your intuition with every breath you take. You will now begin to experience the stillness of your state of trance. As you softly wait and listen to my voice, I want you to take a deep, slow breath in. And now release the breath. I want you to know that everything will be fine. Absolutely fine. As we get ready to go deeper into trance together, everything will be fine. As you breathe in slowly, feel the breath enter the lungs, feeling the lungs expand, and everything is fine. It's okay if you feel that things in the past may not have been fine, and you felt less than able to trust your own inner feelings. Listen to the sound of my voice as you breathe in, feeling the breath, feeling fine. And while you may not have been aware of or trusted your intuition so far, it's okay to let those feelings go, to eliminate any barriers you may have felt in the past between you and your intuition. Exhale as you begin to sink deeper and deeper into trance, deeper into your breath, relaxing slowly, slowly relaxing, and everything is fine. Hearing my voice, feeling comfortable as you prepare to change, as you prepare to adapt to a new way of thinking. And everything feels better. You feel better, more intuitive already. You feel more intuitive. Breathing slowly, feeling softness in your face, and everything is fine. Feeling softness in your shoulders, breathing deeply as you enter even deeper into trance. Feeling life slipping backwards into the background. Enjoying your breath, feeling fine. Your eyes are closed tightly, and your body is fully relaxed, feeling happy and fully absorbed in your breath, melting deep into your mind. And I don't know if you will find it easier to increase your intuition now or later, and it really doesn't matter. Following the silence, following your breath, quiet your mind. Allow your intuition to speak to you. Follow your breath inside, deeper and deeper, drifting slow into deeper calmness, and everything is fine. You will stay here in this moment, in this quiet trance, increasing your intuition, preparing a new understanding, as you leave behind your old ways of thinking and feeling. At this moment, you are happy with where you are, and everything is quiet. Everything will be just perfect. Take a moment to stay in your perfect silence. You feel the shift happening in your mind and body as you learn to increase your intuition. And I don't know if you will remember to increase your intuition now, or later, or both. And it really doesn't matter. You feel stress-free, worry-free. Your mind is quieting and opening, and your breath is deepening, and you are ready to begin again at the beginning. Have you ever been in a vehicle with GPS or sat-nav? You just tell the sat-nav what your destination is, and then you simply follow its instructions. If you take a wrong turn, the sat-nav does not get angry or judge you. It simply goes on letting you know that you need to change direction. Your sat-nav is your emotions, and this is what is also known as your intuition. Listen. Be still and quiet. Just take a moment to check whether what you've just heard feels right. There are some things you can never prove, but they're still your experiences. Could you prove to someone else what you dreamed last night? Could you prove that a particular food or drink that is very popular tastes horrible to you? Your experience is valid, and you sense your experience happening all the time. You, like so many others, tend to override it in favour of logic, or public opinion, or peer pressure. And then you know you have not followed your own path to your own destiny. Here's how to set your internal sat-nav's destination. Simply instruct it to find you the solution that feels good, that will bring you and everyone else involved the most happiness. Peace and happiness are your natural states, and the states of mind you naturally seek to return to whenever there is indecision, frustration, or turmoil in your life. A problem is only a situation you feel bad about. To find your intuition, simply step back from the problem and watch it. It's only a situation. Also, step back from the emotions attached to the situation and watch those too. As you watch, you will become aware that you are a watcher, a witness to what your mind is doing. And as you become aware that you are aware of that, you will notice that in that awareness is what you've been seeking all along: peace. Imagine now that you are standing at the edge of a vast and beautiful lake. The water is perfectly still. The surface of the lake is like glass, completely smooth and still. And as you watch, feel that the air around you is calm, the perfect temperature. You feel light and warm and perfectly comfortable. In your hand, you hold a grain of sand. One grain is all that is required. The grain of sand contains the power, the seed of your intention to find a solution for whatever you are wanting your intuition, your inner guidance, to assist you with at this time. It may be anything. Matters related to health, finances, your relationships, career choices, anything at all. Far, far away on the lake, you can see two small rowing boats. And as you look, you can just make out that in one are the emotions you have been feeling about your situation. Use your binoculars, just zoom in on those for the moment. Notice how powerful, how disturbing they seem to be. Allow them to just be there. Don't resist them and don't worry about them, and grade them on a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being not bothered and 10 being absolutely unbearable. Just mentally note the number, and then turn your binoculars onto the other boat. In that boat is the situation, just the facts. Cast your eyes over the facts of the situation for a moment or two, and then remove the binoculars. Notice how far away those boats are. Tiny specks on the horizon, no more. And the lake is perfectly still. The surface is serene, still, just like glass. Become aware of the stillness. Notice that if other thoughts intrude into your mind, you can watch them too, and they can float away, like fluffy little clouds, into the sunshine, where they evaporate. And the lake is perfectly still and calm. Become aware that you are aware of the surface of the lake, and at the same time you can be aware of the situation, and at the same time you can be aware of the emotions, the calmness, the situation, the emotions, all at the same time, all 3 at once. If one seems to predominate over the others, that's fine. Simply allow it. Your intuition is sorting it all out for you. And then become aware of the stillness of the lake again, and notice that you can notice the awareness of the stillness, and in your hand 1 grain of sand with immense power. Just as a tiny apple seed can spawn an orchard, just as an acorn can cause a forest of mighty oaks to grow, your grain of sand contains your intention to find a perfect solution to your situation, the way nature finds a natural way to distribute acorns and apple seeds. Step up to the water's edge and drop your grain of sand into the water. It will barely make a ripple, because no effort is involved in intention. Even mighty oak trees grow without the slightest struggle. And then step back and notice that the water is still perfectly calm. And remember that you do not have to use your conscious mind to work out the solution, just as you don't need to know all the roads to set your destination on a sat-nav or GPS. You set your intention. You follow the instructions. And you are given feedback if you take a wrong turn. And you can take a moment to check your emotions on that scale of 1 to 10. And you may find a pleasant surprise. You can repeat this process as often as you need to, for as many situations as you like. And you may find that surprisingly, you need it less and less frequently, as your intuition guides you, and you become more and more aware that you are aware of that. It is now time to come back into the present moment and you'll return with confidence and balance, fully able to increase and use your intuition. You know the choices you have made will come back with you into your daily life. You're now coming back, slowly back into the awareness of the world around you. And you bring with you the knowledge of how to increase your intuition with ease and the confident choices that you've made. Feeling and knowing that you're physically present, being aware of your body as you come back into this moment right now. You're getting ready to step forward out of this trance. You're preparing yourself to bring your awareness into the present moment. You're ready to develop your intuition because you've made the choice to live with awareness. You can feel your body resting in the room. This body is aware. In just a moment we will open our eyes, but right now, this moment, you can feel the awareness within your body. And everything is fine. Taking a soft breath, feel the life and consciousness throughout your entire body. Your legs and feet are aware and everything is fine. Your arms and hands are aware and everything is fine. Your stomach and your chest are alive and awake and everything is fine. And your smiling face is glowing as you open your eyes slowly. At this moment, you are back in this room and into this moment with a deep breath as you leave your trance completely. Everything is fine. You step into this moment, into this room and into your awake self, and everything is fine. Thank you for listening. Please return to this recording daily or as often as you feel necessary. It will continue to support you on